everyone, it's Deb here from Deb's Greenhouse, and we've got today's top 5 plants. We are starting off with this beautiful Thunbergia. This color is called Rose Sensation. Thunbergia is also called a black-eye Susan vine, and we grow all of our climbing vines in these 6-inch pots with a 3-strand hanger. It's got 3 strands on it. And we do this because they get super tangled if we put them in a flat. So this is meant to be transplanted out of this pot into a larger container or the ground at home. But I just wanted to show you how beautiful this pink is. I know people have a harder time finding the pink. We do have lots of colors in stock still. So if you're still looking for climbing vines, we've got lots of these. And make sure to give these a super sunny spot. They love the heat and they love the sun. They will bloom and grow the best in full sun. Give them something to attach to, a trellis, an obelisk, or even some bamboo stakes. They will do great with that. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how beautiful this color is. And yeah, we've got lots of these here in store. And yeah, I really like it. They grow really well here. For our next item, I'm showing you 2 things. So we have this series of potato vine called the Treasure Island series. And these aren't just your regular potato vine. These actually can grow a sweet potato tuber in the root system. So we have, I think, 5 different kinds of these. So they have different colors of leaves. The leaves are also edible on this series, and they can make a tuber. What's really cool about the Treasure Island is you can grow them in a container. So you can use this as your potato vine in your container, but in the fall, when you dump it out, you can harvest your sweet potatoes. They also work in hanging baskets. Now, this is too small of a pot to get a proper sized tuber out of, so you want to put them in a bigger container, or you can also grow them in the ground. You could put them in your vegetable garden, a flower bed, a raised bed, or in a hanging basket or a big container. And it's just super cool that you have an edible leaf and it can make a proper sweet potato tuber. Again, here are 2 of the colors, but we have lots of them in store and 5 different varieties. So you can get different colored of leaves and different shaped leaves as well. Some are the more jaggedy or spiky ones. That's Treasure Island sweet potatoes. Our third item for today's top 5 is this beautiful Coleus. This color is called the Wall Street. It's in the Main Street series, and it's just this really pretty coppery color. These Coleus can grow in full shade all the way to full sun and do really well. If you dig it up in the fall before it freezes, you could grow it as a house plant as well. That's traditionally what Coleus always was. A few years ago, probably 10 or 15, they really did a good job of developing Coleus that can grow in full sun. So it's kind of neat that you can have these in full sun or anywhere, like any part full sun, part shade, or full shade. So yeah, we have lots of different Coleus in stock, and I just really love this coppery color. And this is the Wall Street color. Our fourth item for today's top 5 is a Calibrachoa, and this is just such a beautiful color. So it's the Aloha Kona series, and it is a neon fuchsia color. I absolutely love how bright that is. I really like bright colors, but they look really good from a distance. So using Calibrachoa, you can grow them in part shade all the way to full sun. If you have trouble keeping up to watering in the heat of the summer, it's better to put them in part sun or part shade, just because if they dry out and get severely wilted, they don't bounce back really well. So if you have no trouble keeping them well hydrated, great, put them in full sun. If you're gonna go away for a bit, it's easier to have them in a part sun location. They just like an even watering. They don't like a feast or famine with hydration the way petunias can handle it. The thing about Calibrachoa, thing that made them really popular, is that they don't need any deadheading. They are self-cleaning, and they also come in a more diverse color range than petunias do. They're a little bit tidier, so they can make a super full basket. In a 12-inch basket, I would put at least 4 Calibrachoa, and that will fill out quite nicely for you. We have a really great assortment of colors, and this one just always catches my eye. I love that bright fuchsia. Our final item for today's top 5 is actually a vegetable. So this is a cauliflower, and it is the Veronica type, which is a super spiky lime green cauliflower. If you ever go to farmers markets, you often see these in the vegetable vendors' booths. They're a super neat looking, very spiky cauliflower, And it's just a fun thing to try in the garden. Also really good. Tastes just like regular cauliflower, but you get an awesome color. I'll show you what that looks like here if you were going to grow it. In our area, we have a lot of what is called cabbage moths or white butterflies, and you would want to protect anything in the Brassica family, which would include your cauliflower, with just a netting. It could be a white sheet, it could be a piece of row cover or a frost blanket. And what it does, it just protects the vegetable from the white butterflies landing on it. Now, we're in canola country. We're in the heart of canola country here in the prairies, and canola attracts white butterflies. They're also in that family. So the more canola, which I'm surrounded by canola fields, it's beautiful out here, but it means we just have a more abundance of those little white butterflies. What they do is they will land on anything cauliflower, broccoli, kale family, and they will lay eggs, and it's the eggs that make the green worms, which is super disgusting, and you will not want to eat it if you see that on there. It's really gross, and they're very sticky and hard to pull off, so it's like almost impossible to get them off. But all you have to do is cover it, and there's all kinds of row covers you can buy online. Here's some pictures of ones that would work really well. You can do something super simple yourself, or you can just buy a kit and put it right over top. So it's just the way things are here without having to spray. You could spray, but honestly, it's better if you don't have to, you know, and it's easy to do it. Anyone who's grown a lot of this stuff knows what we're talking about, but if you haven't before and you want to try it, just get a row cover and you'll be really happy with the results. That's today's top 5 plants. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.